Hello, everybody. What is going on? It's your girl Rose here, back at it again with another Stories from the Savagelands video. In the last episode, first off, if you haven't seen the last episode, what the hell are you guys doing? Go ahead and go watch that first and then watch this one. But if you need a quick refresher, basically, the party got caught red-handed in the Cult of Rust encampment, and they took on Malvex. And Hugin, of course, as wizards tend to do in my campaigns, had a spell that completely got rid of everything that I was planning on doing. You guys were going to need to succeed a DC 15 intimidation check to get him to spill the beans. And then, of course, Hugin just has a spell that automatically makes him a friend. Okay, alright, didn't see that one coming. Love you guys. Anyways, so now the party has the information that they need to go take on the Lord of Rust, but obviously they're gonna need to prepare first. You know, get some shopping done. Rexius has something he wants to do that he's been keeping a secret for a while, and we're finally gonna figure out what that is today. Before we get started, if you guys like what you see, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding ding ding, and join the notification station, the whole shebang shaboodle, the whole kit caboodle, if you know what I mean. And one last thing. We had said that in the last episode that unfortunately Church was not going to be with us anymore. Plans have changed, and Church is just running a little bit late right now. But he will be joining us for today's session and every session moving forward. And that's actually really great, because that fight would have ended a lot sooner if Church was actually playing his character the way he would have played his character. I was just kind of, it had been a while since I had played a monk. Anyways, all right, so picking up where we left off, Hugin tells you guys all the information that Malvex had told him, and you guys know what you guys need to do now to start, and you gotta get ready and prepare. Rexius, I had told you last session that the Forge of Innovation might be the place you need to go.
Yep, so I am making my way down there.
So as you head to the Forge of Innovation, the half-orc woman whose name frickin' escapes me right now. Let me pull up my notes. I hate when this happens. Alright. Bear with me for just a moment. Just gotta scroll through like 50 million pages of text.
Oh yeah, and as for the audience, we haven't done a new bingo sheet yet.
Yes, unfortunately, we have not gotten a new bingo sheet yet, but as soon as we have it, the players are going to have their own individual sheets, and then you guys at home you guys watching at home will have their own sheets. And wait, I just realized, why am I scrolling through my notes when I could just go to the notes tab in the Discord server?
Because he possibly forgotten that existed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you write Did you write last time? Because the most only notes in the notes tab in the server only thing is just is since the January 14th, 2025.
Yeah, I don't I don't have it on there. God damn it. So now I gotta scroll through all of this.
I mean, you can always make a new name.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I have one thing we could do that could just make this easier for your life if you really want.
Ooh.
I know Rex has been here before, he's met her and things like that, and he's normally really good with names. He could have just forgotten, and then you can just give them a new one for now. And
No
retcon
worries,
it
because
later.
I found it. Her name is Kara Vex. All right.
Gotcha.
So, Rexius, you walk in, and Kara is standing there, and she says, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you today?"
The lovely Ms. Vex. It's been a while since we had a chance to speak. I
Yeah,
heard you have an interesting little toy laying about that I would like to borrow.
she kind of looks around. You see her like she straight up like shows you her hand, presses a button underneath the desk that closes the door, and then you can see like kind of backwards letters that you can kind of um put together as "sorry, we're closed." And she says, "I know what you're referring to. I will let you know it's not cheap."
Sweetheart, look at me. Do I look like I'm hurting on money?
Fair enough.
Dang.
2000
You look poor.
2,000 gold, please.
I would have probably grabbed it before I left the hospital, so put it down.
All right. And she says this process is going to take quite some time, so I hope you didn't have anything planned for the next 8 hours.
That just means the shopping trip has to wait for tomorrow.
All right. So she opens a door and gestures for you to follow her downstairs. And as you follow her downstairs, you see this giant machine. This, like, the resurrection machine is an ant compared to how giant this machine is, with a chair right in the center.
Hmm.
And she gestures for you to sit down, and she starts tightening straps on your arms and legs, and she looks to you and says, "This is not only for your safety but also mine."
With the change I'm planning to make here, that makes sense.
So she begins strapping you down, and she uh pulls something out of her pocket. You see it's a crystal that's kind of like, it's in the shape of a key, but like the little parts, like, think of like the keyblade from Kingdom Hearts.
Ah.
Except the little points are like jagged almost.
The Forge of Innovation, the place
Mm.
I went to have them make D&D Keyblades.
Dang.
Isn't this specifically where I went and who I talked to do exactly that?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Nice. Perfect.
So uh she takes the crystal and stabs it into a console, and you begin to look around a little bit, and you realize that this is all Xeon tech. Like, you've spent enough time around Erin Vell to know that this is Xeon tech, and she's operating it pretty well. So she stabs the crystal key into the console, and the machine begins to hum to life. You see her standing right in front of you, but then metal doors begin sliding and close off your vision. Um, as
Well, bulls.
as the machine begins to hum to life, a new figure stands in front of you. Um, just rather than like a body, arms, and legs, it's just a floating head, a floating humanoid shaped head. And he begins to take shape, and he says, why are you doing this? Why go down the path of rage and deny your ancestry?
Uh-oh.
My ancestry may be filled with magic and nobility. But this isn't a world for nobility anymore. This is a world where the strong are bathed in blood and everyone else gets out of the way.
Hmm.
Damn.
I mean, he is correct.
He is correct. That gave me goosebumps. Rex, give yourself a point of inspiration as
You like collecting those.
the floating head looks at you, kind of. How much has changed out there?
Friend, for my understanding of even just the Savagelands, one piece of alien technology lands smack in the middle of somewhere, and everything around it is filled with rage and chaos and hell. And I'm at the point. I've always been strong enough to survive the rage and the chaos and the hell on my own, but now I need to be strong enough to carry others with me.
Ooh.
Aw.
Okay. So the head kind of nods and he says, "Very well, but this is not something that can be reversed." Two spectral hands begin to float in front of you as they move to the sides. Their fingers going through your skull and into your brain. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm.
Is this one that I specifically want to fail?
No. No.
Got it. All right.
Use those inspirations if it's needed.
12.
You want to use a point of inspiration?
Recommend.
That's gonna tell me I probably do, yeah.
Yeah. As it just sounds,
Alright, there we go.
12
18.
doesn't sound great.
So with an 18, you are screaming bloody murder. As it just feels like your brain is just being ripped apart. You, for a moment, you begin to look down and you see the veins in your arms beginning to bulge and glow red hot. However, you feel no pain in your arms. All of the pain is in here. As you see flashes of memory, when you first developed your powers, being told about your ancestry, and all of these things kind of come together into one little ball as the hands that are on the side of your head, they pull out, each one having a handful of some sort of light blue mist, as they crush the two light blue balls, one in each hand. Your mind feels lighter, but it feels like you're forgetting something. This process continues to go on, your veins glowing red hot. And I need to know your strength modifier.
That would be +8.
Okay. So I told you that you weren't feeling any pain in your arms. Now you're feeling pain in your arms, your chest, your legs, your neck, your head, everywhere just feels like it's on fire as you rip your way out of the restraints and try to bang on the door, trying to pry it open. Unfortunately, you're not able to pry it open. And double unfortunately, that made the pain 10 times worse. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Please tell me you have enough dice of inspiration,
And
just
that's
in
another
case.
point of inspiration going down the drain, because I'm betting a 5 ain't good enough.
Yeah,
No. I somehow am giving you.
Alright, that was
Somehow
an
I just
11
feel like I
using
know.
the first point of inspiration.
All right. Go ahead and roll. If you're gonna use another point of inspiration, do it now. Last point of inspiration used on this roll.
Yeah, that'll be all of my points of inspiration, actually.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I'll do it. And that's a
He
nat
needs
20.
this.
Nat 20.
Dang.
So, all of this pain is very overwhelming, yet somehow, some way, you are able to persevere. It, doesn't help. You're not really able to control yourself. You're kind of just, you'll punch a wall one moment, slam your head into the chair the next moment. This process is very, very painful, but the next next 8 hours go by. However, it feels like an eternity as the metal doors begin to open and you fall, catching yourself with your arms before you hit the floor. She rushes over to you and says, are you all right? What happened in there?
So Rex stands up and his veins are still pulsing that crimson red, but the mark on his neck flares up, and all of that red turns that's this deep royal purple color. And he takes in this deep breath that it almost sounds like steam as it passes through, and just God damn the Savagelands. At least Floaty was a nice bloke, but fuck.
And with that, Kara begins to help you up, and she says, "My personal recommendation is to go ahead and just go home and get some rest."
Definitely. I'm also craving oranges for some reason. For anybody who's not aware, if you do something physically taxing afterwards, medical science, at least in the past, I presume still currently, suggests that you consume things like orange juice and orange slices to help get your strength back.
Yeah.
Oh no, that thing still applies to modern day.
Yeah, I think of the scene from Captain America. I think it's Civil War. When he goes big for like the second or third time, and when he returns to normal, he's like, "Does anybody got any orange slices?"
Yeah, exactly.
I think
the
that's
logic.
also Ant-Man. That's also Ant-Man. He begged for orange slices too.
Oh, fair enough.
So Rex is gonna go home and eat his body weight in oranges.
Cheers to that.
Just imagining of him just asking my rib panda character, like, "Hey, you got any orange slices?" And she just like, "Okay, so how much oranges you want?" Reveals a pack of them.
I get to the kitchen and they say things. I ask how many oranges I want. When I ask for them, I just go, when I'm no longer conscious, that's when you stop bringing them. Otherwise, just keep going.
All right. As we close the curtains on Rexius, we open the curtains on Hugin. Hugin, knowing the information that you know, it's going to be about a 2 months travel. Are there any places in particular that you're wanting to go to or shop at before you guys hit the road?
As a matter of fact, there is. I've heard word that an individual who of note who might have an answer to my problem within the confines of this city. But underneath this city, as it were, unfortunately. From what I hear, he unfortunately has gone a little mad. Or maybe not, I don't know. You never really hear the full story of these things. But I think that we should investigate this. Because I do need to get into that place, and unlike some people, we don't have I don't really have certain luxuries that others do. I spent years doing what I do to get to where I am. And just to throw that all away, that's just not my style.
Fair enough. All right, so you begin to make your way to the sewers of Ironhelm. You open one of the sewer grates, and even from where you are standing, the smell just kind of hits you like a freight train a little bit. Almost makes you lose your lunch, but you're like, as you begin to climb your way down.
And I know a way to make this a little more bearable. I snap my fingers. For the next 8 hours, I have an air bubble around my head, a magical one.
Ooh, okay. All right. Clever
Hmm.
use of the air bubble spell. I like that.
Did you take in fresh air, by the way, or that it was, or you just did it while you were in the sewers? Because,
My intelligence is 20. What do you think?
Yeah, fair enough.
no, hey, I have to ask a valid question because if you take in the same air, if you do this while you're in the sewers, you're not taking fresh air. You're taking still the sewer air.
I head down, looking for this individual.
All right. So, as you climb down into the sewer, you begin seeing a trail of dead rats. Knowing the rumors that you have overheard, if you follow the dead rats, you'll find him. So, as you begin to make your way through the sewers, about a good 5-10 minutes comes by. Go ahead and make me a perception check real quick.
Alright then,
Mm.
we can do this. My thing needs to boot up real quickly. Well, it has booted up, it's just acting dumb, and it takes a while for the thing to register my roles, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
see
is
where you're
cruel.
coming from there.
Yes. My passive investigation, though, is an 18, remember that.
What's your passive perception? Oh, wait.
Hmm. Please tell me your passive perception is high enough it won't be causing you problems.
Considering the fact that I still don't know how passive perception works. Okay, I see your
It's
path.
like you basically. I'd say
Passive
passive
perception
perception
is
works as
essentially
if.
just what you see generically when you walk into
Yeah.
the room.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you just didn't have to roll anything. You just, like how you have like a peripheral vision. It's like that.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. So with your passive perception of 15, if you, I saw you had rolled twice, so if you used a point of inspiration, you get that back. Um, it's a good thing you see this too, because you were about to walk into a gelatinous cube.
Oh,
Oh
great.
dear.
I am immediately going to start hitting it with Rays of Frost.
Are you sure
It's a
it's a good idea
gelatinous.
to use?
Well, I mean, the alternative is, well, I can also move faster. Well, I don't really know, but I can try. I'm assuming it does a 14 hit.
Bear with me for just one moment. Like 50 million tabs opened up at the same time because I was trying to
Alright.
drag and drop a window. You said 14?
Yes.
Oh well, yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright, now the interesting thing about this spell as well, is that it reduces a creature's movement when it hits
Hmm.
by 10 feet. And the creature is going to.
Mm.
That is a grand total of 13 points of cold damage.
You notice as your spell hits this gelatinous cube, frost begins to coat it, and you notice that it does look like it will move a lot slower now. So now we'll just do you then the gelatinous cube, so that now it's the gelatinous cube's turn, and
Wait. You'll want to engage Blade Song and move back a little bit.
all right.
Is that your bonus action?
Yes, Blade Song is a bonus action, Max.
Blade
Good
Song,
job. Then
Blade Song is genuinely really good. But yeah, so you activate Blade Song, move back 10 feet, and the gelatinous cube moves forward 5 feet, and then let me. Alright, it cannot hit you, or it cannot reach you right now, so that is the cube's turn.
Alright then. I am then going to try to blast it again with another ray of frost and move back a little bit. I am paying attention to my back end as well when I'm doing this. Alright. That is a 23.
23 is definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Alright, it's taking another 4 cold damage. And its movement is once again reduced by 10.
Okay, so you cast this ray of frost, and the frost that started beginning to coat the gelatinous cube has now made it frozen solid. Like it can still like jiggle around like jello and whatnot, but it cannot move.
Okay. Well, I'm going to blast it again then.
All right, go ahead and roll 2 hit.
Alright then. It's a 16, and since the 14 hit, I'm going to assume that hits as well. That's another 10 cold damage.
All right. We will go ahead and because the gelatinous cube literally cannot do anything because you're gonna keep hitting it with a ray of frost. We'll just fast forward this. You do successfully defeat the gelatinous cube.
When it's completely frozen, I just flick it, and it shatters into a bunch of little pieces as I move forward.
Give yourself a point of inspiration. That was pretty badass.
Thank you very much.
So you continue following the trail of dead rats until you see this person facing away from you, his back towards you. He's hunched over and you can hear him muttering, but you can't really tell what he's saying. It's like no.
I presume.
He bolts up and turns around. Hugin.
Hey, rumor has it that you've found something that can deal with this annoying a mana storm problem.
And what if I have?
Well, I mean, it's really your decision. You can give it to me, let me analyze it, or you can suffer the consequences of that crazy cult, the Lord of Rust. It's entirely your decision. Either way, I mean, I can always just turn into a tiny little animal eventually and just hide in one of my friend's things. You, on the other hand, well, you'll probably be, well, given the nature of this thing, the nature of their incidents, probably left without any technology or anything fun to play with and be completely miserable.
You, I considered you a friend, but when the academy kicked me out, you did nothing.
Oh, man.
In my defense, I wasn't there when they kicked you out, but I had graduated early.
I thought we were going to be best friends forever, but instead you turned your back on me. And with
Well,
that, he in his hand, fire begins to crackle, and he says, "Now perish!"
Alright, this is going to be harder than I thought. Alright, I guess we're doing this. You want me to roll initiative, or you want me to?
We'll start with the apprentice wizard, or yeah, technically apprentice wizard, because he never really made it out of the academy. So he is going to cast his firebolt, and
Alright.
that's gonna be a spell attack with plus that to hit.
Yes, and
Does a 19
keeping.
hit?
I'm fairly certain it probably doesn't. With all the. No, it does not.
A 19 doesn't hit? Damn, Blade Song coming in clutch.
Yes.
Woo.
So as
Well,
he casts the firebolt, you very quickly just kind of step to the side, and as it whizzes past you,
seriously, man, you know I'm fast.
your move.
Alright then, I can totally do that. I immediately I immediately am going to make a sword attack with one hand. And alright, so we're going to do that. Let's see here. Let's see, actions. It's under. There we go. Alright, where are you? There we are. Okay. I'm doing a non-lethal strike.
Non-lethal
But,
strike.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not going to hit. Let me ask you something. Does he have armor on?
He does not have armor on.
Alright. On the other hand, I curl over and he needs, let's see, where are you? You annoying little thing. Sometimes it takes a little bit, unfortunately. I had something prepared after my level up. Where are you? I'm scrolling through my things right now and it's just being stupid. Alright, well, I guess. Let's see here. It's called Shocking Graphs, so essentially, if he had armor on, I would get to make the spell attack at advantage.
He does not have armor on, but yeah, you are right up in his grill.
Yeah, I know. I am trying to get the darn thing to roll at this point. We are past the point of looking for the stupid thing, and are now at the point of waiting for the amazing results. Unfortunately, these things take time. Come
Am I
on,
the
you
only
are.
one who keeps hearing the wizard battle thing from Adventure Time in my head? No, just me?
All right.
All right, we got Shocking Grass rolling damage. Ah, okay. So, you cast Shocking Grass. He screams out in pain and falls to his knees, and he says, "I yield, I yield, I yield."
There we go. It rolled. It was a 28 to hit, and I'm fairly certain that a 28 hit. So I rolled damage. I got 11 lightning damage.
And yeah, he is barely hanging on. Like I said, he falls to his knees, hands up, and he just says, "I yield."
All right, come with me. And where's your research on this subject, please?
He very slowly gets up and walks over to a dresser, and he opens it. A few rats skitter out, but he grabs a leather-bound notebook, and he hands it over to you.
All right. Now remember, now if you recall, I did say that we were friends. I don't want you to rot in here. Don't like that idea at all. At the very least, you're coming with me to much nicer accommodations for a little while. I'll even let you meet my wife if you want. Just don't do anything stupid.
Phineas, he nods his head. He says, "All right, all right. I'll I'll come with you."
Alright. I take him his notes, and I immediately go back to the labs, and I start reading them. I have him sit right in front of me so I can keep my eye on him. And I will introduce him to Rexius and the panda if possible on my way in.
So,
I'll make sure they know. I will immediately explain the circumstances, and I will say that you should probably keep him away from test subjects entirely. But other than that, he's probably useful. And he's found some sort of way around the mana storm. I just don't like the idea of having guinea pigs going about here, if you know what I mean.
so as you go to, you notice that Rexius, you kind of left the same time he did, so he's kind of still out and about right now. But Max is kind of just chilling. You introduce Phineas Morgana to Max, and after that little after the little introduction, you head to the lab and you start combing over his research. And you know, there are a lot of scribbles, and sometimes the handwriting is a little hard to make out, but overall you're looking through this and you're just thinking to yourself, like, this could actually work. And so you gather up the ingredients necessary within the lab and follow the instructions to a T, and create yourself essentially a elixir that will help you become immune to the effects of the mana storm. However, if you cast a spell above third level, you will have to make a check or take some damage, and also even when you have this potion in your system, you will have disadvantage on all concentration checks. But aside from those two downsides, you are completely immune to necromanas, mana burn, mana bolts, all of that.
Alright, now, after this incident, I'm going to need to be able to cast things of a much higher grade eventually. Is there any way to formulate an antidote eventually from this?
Oh, okay, you misunderstand. Basically, when you have the potion, it lasts for 8 hours. So for those 8 hours, you cannot cast anything above spell level 3.
Oh, okay, I got it. Understood.
I mean, there is a chance that if you experiment with some of the ingredients, there's a chance you can cast above 3rd level without taking any damage, but that is going to require, what kind of skill check would that be?
Arcana, of course. That's to
Yes.
deal with magic. I can roll that.
All right. Yeah.
Now let's hope that the darn thing. Where's my fiddlesticks? Come on. Alright, let's see here. Just boot up, you darn little thing. Such freaking annoyance. D&D Beyond is a great site, but my computer is a little slow sometimes. Alright, there we go.
All right. With a 25, yeah, you basically change a few things around and you are able to cast up to 5th level without taking any damage. However, anything above 5th level, you can still cast the spell and it will still work. Um you just have to make a check, otherwise you kind of take some internal damage.
Alright, understood. I immediately start making several of these, just in case.
All right. Was there anything else you were looking to do?
Well, there is a matter of I would like to see Percy. I have a few questions.
All right.
I want. Yes, but if it's going to take too much time, then we can move on to that.
Oh yeah, no, we can take care. We can do the thing at Percy's real quick. So it takes you about 8 hours to basically replicate enough for 2 months travel. So as you are walking out to head to Percy's, you see Rexius, and he looks like he just got kicked in the groin multiple times by a horse. He just looks exhausted as all get out.
Oh my god, what the heck happened to you?
I have no idea, but whatever happened to him, I think someone needs to heal him, and I'm gonna look at my magic to see if I can do anything to at least make him feel a little
So
bit
many
better.
things happened, most of them unpleasant. But I'll be fine after a nap or 6.
Alright.
You want me to get you some snacks while you're at it?
I'm alright, although I do feel like I've been stepped on by a troll or 40.
You really don't look great. I'm just gonna get you some snacks, and I'm gonna go check on Bucket and Pam Pam.
All right. So, Hugan, before we do the stuff for Percy, I do gotta pause real quick because I gotta go take care of something real quick. So we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we are back. All right, Hugan. So you are wanting to go visit Percy's shop, so you make your way over there, and Percy's not doing any funny little cat thing this time around. He's just polishing the counter and whatnot. He looks up and, oh well, if it isn't one of my favorite customers, what can I do for you?
Well, seems to me that well, I think that maybe we can. I am looking for something. There is a item called the Broom of Flying. Do you have one?
Broom of flying. Yeah. And he kind of goes over to the corner and grabs a broom. I put it over there so that way nobody could figure out it was a broom of flying, but yeah, he sets it on the counter and he slides it over to you and he says since your friend was the one who had given me the uh since your friend was the one who had given me the quicksilver and genuinely that stuff is priceless, you just go ahead and have this. I can't keep doing this all the time, but you know, my broom of flying stocks weren't really selling, so I can get rid of this.
All right then. I can't imagine why, with all the mana storms, why they wouldn't be selling. I immediately place it. All right then. Now let's see here. There was something else I was looking for. All right. Generally, I might need to vanish, and there is an uncommon magic. I mean, a common magic item that can help me do that a lot easier. It is called Shift Wave. It changes colors and becomes different outfits.
Okay. You are looking for, you said, shift weave?
Yes, you can look it up, DM. It is a common magic item. It can only turn into 5 different outfits. The purpose of it is merely that when I disguise myself, I do so in a more effective way. Not only do I change the nature of my appearance, but my outfit as well. Of course, you don't have. If he does not have one, that is completely fine.
Oh, yeah, he definitely has one, and he's only going to charge you 10 gold for it.
Alright, I hand him the gold and then I leave post haste. I thank him very, very much for this and thank you. I will be back some future date.
All right, I look forward to seeing you then. And as you leave, Hugin, is there anything you were wanting to do? Anything else?
Well, I would like to explain to the. No, I'm just messing around. That would be a little bit too much. That's fine for now.
All right, so we now close the curtains on Hugin. And Max, you had stated when you were interacting with Hugin and Rex that
Mhm.
you were going to pay a visit to Bucket and Pan Pan. Who are you seeing first?
Well, I mean, they're both in the same location. I mean, Pan Pan is staying with Bucket to, to
That's
take care
right.
of Bucket and to be Bucket's little companion.
That is right. I do remember that. So, as you make your way to where Bucket is being held, the robot lets you in, closes the door behind him, and Pan Pan looks to be asleep in the corner, whereas Bucket
Aww.
is like genuinely like scarfing down food. You notice that she does look way less flesh and bone than the last time you saw her, but
I'm
she
gonna give
is
her some
kind
snacks.
of Bucket looks up from her food as you begin to hand her snacks and she says, "Oh, mine." And she swallows her food and she says, "Hi Max. Sorry you had to see that. It's
No, it's actually better to see you actually eating for once. It's a good thing.
oh, well, yeah, that is true. So what brings you here?"
I just came here to visit, I guess to relax with you guys for a bit. I see Pan Pan is a great company, and, well, to be honest, he needed a friend. I mean, he was in a bad place, same place I was.
Yeah,
People used us, yeah.
yeah,
He
he
needed a
has
real
been.
friend, so I gave him one.
Yeah, he has been genuinely great company. Um, any any word on your progress against the Lord of Rust?
So we know where his base is located. You can got the coordinates, and we got some. We got conversation. He did the conversation because the guy didn't really trust me or the others. Well, because of how violent we were. But so
She
far, we
chuckles
have
a little
found we
bit.
know a way. So we know where he's located, and heard about the ritual and how to get in. Problem is, we need a way in. Is if we don't have any technology on us, and I'm gonna be sad because that means I have to leave behind Stabby.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I had to show. I'm gonna show Bucket Stabby. Stabby, no, do not stab this one. This is Bucket. Bucket, this is Stabby.
Um, Max, you notice that Stabby is going absolutely feral. No, let me at her. Let me at her. It's those damn goblins that killed my creator. Let me at him.
He's not one of those goblins.
I need you to make me a strength check.
Oh heck! Dang it, Stabby. Please, for the love of God, rolls, give me that, or I'm gonna have to use luck point. Let's see if I got luck. No, I don't have any luck points. Dang it. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to keep. Please, natural 20. Please, not 20. 14. Does 14 succeed?
A 14 does succeed. Stabby tries to jump out of your hand, but you just tighten the grip. She kind of pulls you forward just a little bit, but you then quickly pull her back.
Calm down. Calm down. Stappy is not. Stappy. Bucket is a friend, not the enemy. Bucket is a good goblin. This goblin is not one of them. Bucket here was one of the Lord of Rust victims, and Lord of Rust does not like you, Stabby. Stabby, just relax.
You see that Stabby begins to calm down a little bit, and she's like, all right, but I got my eye on you, goblin.
Wasn't Stabby ready to stab me over Bucket in a previous episode?
True.
I don't remember that.
There was the episode where Max and I had the argument about how Bucket was being treated before I went and checked on her and convinced her to eat and everything. I'm pretty sure Stabby was sitting there for a solid couple of minutes trying to convince Max to stab me.
Okay, I do remember that, but if I remember correctly, you had just mentioned the name Bucket. You didn't mention that she was a goblin.
Oh
yeah, no. She was thinking like you were hurting a person and not an adorable little goblin. Thought it was a human being.
You notice that a Bucket seems a little bit nervous now, but other than that, she's still eating.
Yeah, Bucket. Yeah, Stabby. I rescued Stabby from bad people who would also try to hurt me, and was also where I got Pan Pan out of.
Yeah, Pan Pan told me a little bit about where you and him came from, and that sounds genuinely horrible, but I'm glad Rexius was able to get rid of them.
I mean, yeah, if I didn't escape from there, I guess Rexius wouldn't have heard about it.
That's true. That's true. At this point, Pan Pan
Really?
wakes up and he does like a big old panda stretch, and he turns to you, Max,
Aw.
and he says, "Oh, hello, Max. How's it going?"
I'm all right. Oh yeah, I'm just introducing Stabby to Bucket. Stabby almost tried to hurt Bucket, but thank goodness I had a strong grip on her. She's calm right now, but she's like, it's because, trauma about her creator getting, attacked by bad goblins, not Bucket, but other bad goblins.
Oh, wow. That sounds like it was a lot.
Yeah. I just give Pan Pan a bamboo snack.
His eyes grow almost comically wide as he takes it and starts munching on it.
I was about to say that anytime we have meals brought to them, Rex is intentionally making sure Pan Pan's getting bamboo. Because neat fact for anyone who's not aware of this, pandas are not supposed to eat bamboo. It's not actually good for them, but it gets them high. It keeps them docile. Otherwise, they would be extremely powerful and vicious carnivores. Neat fact.
I mean, their diet is not 100% bamboo. It's they are still aggressive even when they eat bamboo. It's when they get a little bit tipsy, they are aggressive as heck.
Yeah, if they went too long without bamboo, they would also get aggressive and violent because they're not getting the chemicals in bamboo that make them kind of high. So then we'd have people getting mauled by pandas because pandas are, again, carnivorous.
Man, I'd love to hear that frickin' story. Florida man gets mauled by a panda.
I mean, to be honest, there are giant pandas.
He'd be trying to do
zoos.
the job of the wrong Chinese guy. I'm just going to say it. And if you need me to explain that, I will.
Yeah, no, even you could get mauled if you get near to their panda cubs.
See, that is true. I do know pandas are very protective of their cubs. But moving
the sad
on.
part is their cubs are like the size of a butter stick.
Yeah, they're so small but so cute.
Just to clarify, in case it came out worse than I intended for the audience, the generic Chinese guy I was referring to was a panda fertility expert. They're always Chinese because all pandas are Chinese.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, they're from China.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, so moving forward, so Pan Pan, he eats the bamboo stick, and Bucket turns to you, Max, and she says, well, was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I mean, other than, to be honest, other than Stabby nearly trying to hurt you, I'm going to put Stabby away for a while because this Stabby, no, we can't hurt any of our friends. We'll obviously go after the Lord of Rust people and stab them to death.
She's kind of putting up a fight as you go to put her away, but she inevitably just accepts it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show Bucket my little Drake. I have the ability to summon a Drake. Did you know, audience? I put a level point in Ranger, and now I am a Drake Warden.
Nice. So you go through this process of summoning this Drake, however long that takes.
It's small.
I don't 100% know how long it takes, but you go through the process. The Drake Warden is summoned, and Bucket is in just absolute awe.
I've gotten stronger, and behold, my little friend.
What's the
Don't worry,
name?
he does not bite. Well, his elemental is lightning, so I'm just gonna name him. I'm gonna name him Storm.
Ooh, Storm. That sounds like a really nice name.
Yeah, it's a lightning drake, and of course he is going to help us fight against these bad Lord of Rust people. And the best part is, it's a lightning drake, so it means any lightning attacks, it is immune to it, and it will deal lightning damage when it bites people. So we have now we have a trifecta. Now we have the duo of lightning and acid. Because remember, I can bite acid.
Yeah,
You've seen it.
Yeah, I have.
So now we're a duo of elements. But don't worry, the Drake does not bite because, well, it's under my control. And it's, well, more of a friend, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. Side note, love the X-Men reference with Storm there, Max. Go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration.
Yes!
X
And I
have
chose
yet to
lightning
see
for this.
I have yet to see X-Men 97, but I watched the original X-Men cartoon and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, the Drake, when I summon it, I can summon it. The Drake summon is bound to you on an occupied space of your choice within 30 feet of you. It does not tell me the limit. I can summon enough. I can summon more Drakes.
Oh God.
If the Drake dies, it takes me only one long rest to just resummon it again. And if I get any higher level, I can use more spell slots and summon many Drakes.
Jesus Christ, you all are fucking unhinged.
Hey, it's fun to just to watch my enemies get electrocuted and get acid bites.
All right, Max, was there anything else you were looking to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna hang out with him for a while, play some games, to be honest. I'm not gonna plan on shopping because if I'm gonna plan on shopping, I really don't have the credits for it. As in, I only have like 25 pieces of gold. I'm not
All
carrying
right.
a big wallet. Like, yeah, I don't have a big wallet.
So, closing the curtains on Max, we now open the curtains up on Church. Now, we're going to rewind just a little bit. Everything still happened the way it did, but so rewinding a little bit, after the fight with Malvex, Church had said that he would be willing to stay behind and look after MedCorp in exchange, not in exchange, while you guys went to go deal with the Lord of Rust. Surprise, surprise, that has now changed, and Church, you have the floor.
So Church is gonna head out and just get some fresh air, and hopefully not see any idiots trying to rush the building or anywhere else for that matter. Because you know how he gets when he sees something going wrong in town.
Yeah, fair enough. Thankfully, everything seems pretty quiet and peaceful today.
He's gonna give a smug smirk and be like, "This is how peaceful it should be in this town." Hmm. He's trying to jinx it.
All right, well, I guess I'll roll a percentile dice then. Yeah, no. Still just peaceful, calm, quiet.
Well, then he's just strolling around town. That's a good point.
I will say, as you are strolling around town, all right. As you are strolling around town, you hear a man and a woman yelling and a child crying slash screaming almost. As you make your way over, you see a man with a beer gut or beer belly, not beer gut. He's got a bottle of booze in one hand, and the other one is on the wall where you see a woman. His hand is on her shoulder, um, as she is trying to push him off, and there is a child in between them that is just crying and screaming. What really draws your attention, however, is he takes the bottle of alcohol and looks down to the kid and he says, "Shut up, you damn brat!" and slams the bottle up against her head.
Church is putting on the gloves as he's like, perfect.
He and he looks at the bottle that is completely broken. You see that the child's face is covered in booze and blood pouring from her head.
I'm gonna immediately just go over there and just pull him by the hair, drag his ass away from them.
And as you
And
do
while
that,
I'm doing it, I'm like, get over here, you son of a... Can't swear because there's a fucking kid. Church is very respectful around kids. He does not curse around them.
so as you're pulling the guy away, the woman is immediately caring for her daughter, asking people that are passing by for help and whatnot.
I'm gonna look over her. I'm gonna look over at her and be like, "Just give me a moment, and I will be able to help you out."
I was just gonna say, Church could be carrying like a couple of vouchers, since he's always like breaking up fights and shit. Just little vouchers for MedCorp that just to essentially just free medical care for any like minor injuries.
Yeah, fair.
That's a good idea.
If you want it,
And
you
then
have it.
Church is immediately gonna turn his attention back to the man. Be like, "So I know you're drunk, but I'm gonna give you one fat chance." He's making a subtle fat joke. For you to apologize, otherwise, I can knock you out and drag you to the fucking authorities. What's it gonna be?
He, his hair's being pulled back, and he's like, his eyes are like trying to stay open, and he goes to take a swing at you with the broken bottle. Natural fucking one.
He stumbled and fall, and it's just the bottle.
No, just before the hit can even so much as whiff, Church is just gonna sock him in the gut while tasing him.
All right.
And he's gonna, and just over the guy's scream, he's gonna whistle something like corny, but so shenanigan like. I don't have the tune in my head completely, but just picture it. Just picture it.
I'm having a hard time.
And it's like just a 10-second tune before the guy passes out.
All right, so Church is whistling something. Guy passes out. Two members of the Knights of Future come over. They thank you for
Right on time.
They thank you for helping break up the fight, and they take him away, and you rush over to the woman and the child, and glass pieces are sticking out of her head. She needs to get to MedCorp like now.
Allow me to rush escort you to MedCorp at once.
And the woman is just like, oh, thank you. And she's reaching into her pocket to grab out a wallet as she's
No need to pay.
Okay. She picks up her child and immediately begins following you to MedCorp.
I'm just gonna surprise the living daylight out of her and scoop. I'm gonna pull like disclaimer. I know this is a reference to another show, so please don't get on our asses about this, YouTube. In Scooby-Doo fashion, like during a chase, I'm just gonna also scoop her up and book it with just carrying both of them.
You just hear Scooby-Doo music starts playing, but it's the What's New Scooby-Doo one.
Okay.
For all
I'll
intents
take
and
that, Max.
purposes, it is in the wrong tempo, so it's not technically the same thing.
And wrong tempo,
Yeah.
so it's not the same song, so you can't.
It's just a
copyright
speed
us.
up one.
So
And then within like your chosen amount of time, and hopefully in seconds, it's made there. Like, boom.
Oh yeah, you guys, you know, even though you are carrying a fully grown woman and a child, something in you snaps and you're just able to move exponentially fast. You're able to book it over to MedCorp, where two of the robots rush in on it with a stretcher. You place her down, and the woman immediately follows with the robots. And she turns to you and says, thank you so much," as she's rushing.
Before she so much as tries to like even shake my hand or something quickly, I make sure to turn off the gloves so I don't accidentally tase her.
She goes, she shakes your hand very quickly, and then rushes back to follow the robots. Church, anything else you are looking to do today, my friend?
Church is just gonna go chill and keep an eye on things now.
All right. Well,
Where hopefully nothing can go wrong.
yeah, no. For the rest of the time you're out and about, nothing goes wrong. Everything's pretty chill. All right.
Perfect.
So was there anything else that anyone else was wanting to do? I know today's episode was going to be is more of a role play / shopping episode, with next session you guys getting ready to head out towards the facility. When it comes to shopping, I created a Discord channel for you guys. Just create a list and tag me when you create the list of what all you have, so I can keep track of it on my end as well.
I was gonna go see if I could find any kind of technology or anything that might be able to boost my AC if I take my armor off,
Yeah.
or really strong light armor, whichever I can find more easily.
Mr. Rexius, before I forget, I do have a set of braces that I'm currently not using.
Bracers of defense.
Correct. Essentially, the attunement items I currently am attuned to are the Staff of Power, the Cloak of Protection, and the Ring of, well, you get the idea, defense. So, if Mr. Rexius needs something that can boost his AC without armor, I definitely have something. And rather than have it go to waste, you know. Plus, I'm not going to lie, between the spells and the magic items I've purchased recently, I'm rather low on funds, and eventually being owed a little bit of cash by somebody who has money is definitely something that's in my favor right now.
So I will let you know, Rex, before you say yay or nay on the bracers of defense. While wearing the bracers, you get a +2 bonus to your armor class if you are wearing no armor and using no shield.
Oh, that doesn't work out as well, because that creates an issue, because I'm trying to bring it up, but with that, my max armor class would still be 11.
Yeesh.
I mean,
I need something I can at least also use the shield with.
I have something that would like raise your armor class to 13, but or 14. I don't know what your dex score is, to be honest. I mean, it's not really that special, but I don't really use it that often. Only when I don't want to blow a level 1 spell slot.
I'll probably just go check out a couple of the shops, maybe talk to Aaron about alien light armor or something.
All right, yeah. Are you wanting to check out the shops first or go speak to Aaron?
You know what? I'll go talk to Aaron first.
All right. So you make your way over to Aaron's house. And you see that the front yard is just in complete disarray. as you begin to step towards his house, immediately two turrets rise up and are immediately pointed at you, and a screen drops down right in front of your face, and it's Aaron's face, and he says, "Oh, shoot, Rexius, hi, sorry for the turrets, I have a lot of people that want to kill me sometimes, so, I invested in home defense."
Best defense.
Fair enough, but maybe next time, screen first, then gun.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, come on in. The turrets immediately shoot back down into the ground. The screen disappears as you enter Aaron's house, and it looks like a tornado went through his house. There is a walkway, but each step you take, you're stepping on some gear or a screw that's on its side. There's just shit everywhere. Aaron kind of looks down at the ground. He's like, yeah, sorry for the mess. I mean, obviously, I wasn't expecting company.
That's understandable, although you might need a maid or something.
Yeah, I'm currently in the process of making one.
Either way, I wanted to talk to you about Xeon Tech.
His eyes immediately light up. Yeah. What is it? What is it you want to know? I can tell you everything that I know.
Have you found anything that could be fashioned into anything lightweight but durable that might be able to be fashioned into, armor?
Okay, yeah, lightweight but durable. Yeah, let me just and he goes over and opens the door, and you see him. Not that. Oh, that's where that went. Nope. He's digging in there for about a good 4 or 5 minutes until he's like, "Aha! There it is." And you see him close the door, which is kind of hard to do because stuff is like actively trying to pour out, but he's like, "Come on." As he finally closes the door. But even the door looks like it's bowing a little bit, like it's about ready to just burst open. And he says, "All right, here." And he's holding something. You can tell that, but you can't see it.
Mate, I know I said lightweight, but I didn't say non-existent.
As you reach your hand out to touch it, some of it, like as you.
Hang on one sec.
Oh, all right, yeah, no worries. I lost my train of thought. I was going to turn around and do. Oh yes, I need to get my water. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Sorry about that. We were running into some problems. All right. So he holds the shirt. You said like, "Hey, I know I said lightweight, but I didn't mean like nothing." As you go to like kind of like touch it, some of the cloth actually reveals itself. And Aaron says, "This is going to make it look like you have no armor, but in fact, you do." The rough translation of this item, according to Xeon language, is known as the checkered nano shirt. Once again, very rough translation on that. But basically, this little thing is it's lightweight, but it's very durable. In DM speak, this light armor is going to be 14 plus your dex modifier. So, and it's classified as light armor. So, I do genuinely hope that is an upgrade. I don't want to make it too overpowered.
So if that would bring my AC to 15 with my shield. Maybe I can use that and then go find like a magic item to boost it just a little more.
Yeah, you definitely know of 2 magic items that could definitely help you. Those being the Cloak of Protection and the Ring of Protection. If anyone would sell those, it would be Percy.
All right, so yeah, I'll get this from Aaron, and I'll set like 5 gold down on the nearest what I hope to be a surplus.
Yeah. There is something that you're forgetting about that I made for a previous campaign. That, granted, no one ever really. But you said it. But it was a long time ago. It's like an owlbear T-shirt. It's kind of funny.
An owlbear. I think I remember seeing that
somewhere. Yes,
somewhere.
yes. I literally gave the magic item, and essentially what it does is it would boost your armor class by 2, and it's really, really funny, and it's just a stupid owlbear T-shirt.
That actually gave me an idea for something else that might boost AC a little bit.
Okay. All right. So, as you begin to turn around and walk away, you hear a loud whoosh and wood breaking as you turn around, and the door that he had tried closing just busted open, and just a bunch of stuff came pouring out. And you just hear very vaguely in another room, "I'm fine. Don't worry about me."
Aaron, should I see if some of the MedCorp cleaning droids will come assist you?
That'd be great. Thanks.
All right, just if you see MedCorp robots, don't shoot them.
All right, got it. Oh god, I think I got some Xeon substance in my eye. Oh.
Do you need help to get up?
No, I really prefer you not see me like this.
All right, I'll send them by in probably an hour or so.
All right, thanks.
I leave and go to what is the I'm gonna head towards Percy's shop and see if I can spot like an armor smith or something on the way.
No armor smith on the way to Percy's shop. However, once you walk into Percy's shop, you notice him up on the counter, curled up and just sleeping. And right as you walk in and the bell rings, he kind of does that thing, like that cartoon thing where he like jumps and like all of his hair just goes and he jumps and falls onto the floor, gets up, brushed himself off. "Oh, hi, Rexius. What can I do for you?"
I'm looking for some items that might help me with my make it harder for me to get hit.
Yeah.
Perhaps a cloak of protection or a ring or maybe both.
I actually do in fact have both, and let me just he opens up a door to a closet and takes the cloak off of a hanger, begins to start folding it up, and then he opens a drawer and pulls out a ring, and he sets them on the counter, and he just kind of slides them over to you, and he says, "Don't even worry about it." but I need you real quick to roll me an insight check.
All right, 1 second. $19.
You can tell something's on his mind.
Something the matter, my small furry friend?
Oh, yeah, I won't lie to you, there is. I don't have enough money to keep the shop open, and in about a week I'm gonna have to close down. Nobody wants magic items aside from you and your friends. Nobody ever comes here, and I just don't have the money to.
Do an advertisement. Maybe that'll boost sales.
I see. Your shop closing would be a bit of an inconvenience, though. I have an idea. And I'll pull out like a pen and paper from my satchel or whatever, and essentially I write up a contract. And I look at him and I go, what if your shop became a subsidiary of my corporation? Even if you struggle with the money, you don't have to worry about money. We have the money. That's our problem. All you've got to do is worry about staying open, staying stocked, the likes.
What's the catch?
Every once in a while, I'll bring you some items to sell. Some of them will be magic, some of them won't, and you'll know which is which and can market them as you see fit.
Oh. All right. Well, seems like a win-win.
Seems like a win-win. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not there, so I can.
Seems like a win-win, and he pulls out a quill that has a crow feather with very very bedazzled look, and he kind of begins to start writing, and he signs his name and slides the contract back over to you.
And I will let you know, because I left this in so you have the choice if you ever decide that you'd rather return to being entirely separate. If you are the one who is doing it, to purchase the rights for our portion of your shop from us would cost you 5 gold, probably less.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rexius. I genuinely appreciate it.
I tend to take care of those who take care of me.
Yeah. Once again, just thank you. I don't even know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. If you would like to change your location at any point, maybe somewhere more high traffic, we could always find a way to either move your current building or maybe build you something smaller attached to the MedCorp building. Especially, you sell potions and the like, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
If we built you a building on the side of MedCorp, we could set up an entire wall of your shop and put at the top of it MedCorp's non-technological option. Because I'm sure you've noticed, even despite these Lord of Rust buggers, there are people who are still against technology. They still want to stick to the old ways, and you could be the perfect way to supply that.
Yeah, that would be actually really great, but you wouldn't have to worry about building me a new building or anything like that, as I can actually legit just fold this building up and literally just place it right next to yours.
I thought you might be able to, that's why I said that. Well, feel free to move locations then.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much once again, Rexius. You won't regret this. I promise.
Look, mate, as long as you can keep your shop open and food in your belly, I'm good.
He has a genuine smile on his face as he says, "Have a great day, Mr. Rexius."
Just call me Rex, bud. And I clap him on the shoulder and I leave, and I am now I'm putting on the shirt I got from Aaron, the cloak, the ring, and I am making my way back to MedCorp to send the cleaning droids to Aaron and to have some of our just stock droids or whatever move things for Percy so that he can rearrange his shop. He can have the wall of potions, and Rex has had his brothers minting like cards for the game that he's been working on.
Right.
So one of the things that can be stocked in Percy's shop, like towards the front in the non-magic item section, is just trading cards.
Nice. I genuinely like that. So as you're kind of giving these orders and getting everything set up, the receptionist walks up to you and says, "The scout drones are back, sir, and the news isn't good."
I had a bad feeling about that. All right. Well, I've got everyone moving.
Yes.
Sorry, Damien over here has the list of prices for the cards and the information for the magical cards. So everything here should be handled. Let's see what's going on with the scouts.
Hugan, real quick, would you mind muting yourself? Everyone's kind of getting a huge echo. Thank you.
Mm,
All right. So you report to the scout drones, and what they bring you is genuinely not a very good sight. One male, one female goblin, completely just engulfed in rust. The only thing that the resurrection machine can't handle is a body enveloped in rust. You guys were able to bring Bucket back with the resurrection machine because the rust was just around her throat. It didn't have a chance to spread everywhere else. And what's even worse is 3 goblin children completely rusted out. The leader scout drone looks up to you and says, after combing through the records and asking around for last seen locations, anything like that, turns out you were right, sir. The Lord of Rust and Locarius were not going to hold up their end of the bargain. Do you want to be the one to deliver the news, or should I?
No, I'll do it. Did they bring me the bodies, or do they just have like pictures?
They brought the bodies.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the actual bodies and I'm gonna put them into like a storage room. And then on the outside of the storage room, I put up a big sticker that says temporary mausoleum, and I make my way to Bucket.
As you walk in, Bucket is continuing to eat. from the last time you saw her, she is looking genuinely a lot better. She looks up. Oh, hey, Rexius, crazy seeing you. What's up?
We need to talk, and sadly, I don't have good news as much as I wish I did.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm also in here.
Oh, yeah, you didn't specifically say that you left, so yeah, Max is there.
I just waved my little paw and said, hey, I told Bucket about the whole situation of us finding some information and also introduced Stabby to Bucket, and Bucket's fine.
Bucket turns to Pan Pan and she says, Pan Pan, could you please wait outside? Pan Pan, he nods his head, walks towards the door and is waiting outside.
Oh, wait, is this bad news?
All right, Rex, what's going on?
I need to ask you a question before I give you any more information, and it's one that I'm really hoping you have an answer to.
Okay.
When someone is killed by being rusted over, do you know of any way to reverse it?
There's no way to fully reverse a fully rusted body. That much I do remember. I don't remember. I'm starting to forget a lot of my time being controlled by Locarius, but that's one of the few things that's sticking with me. Why?
Do you remember me telling you I sent the scouts to find your loved ones?
Yes. Tears begin to well up in her eyes.
Rex has had exactly 2 tears going since he walked in the door. They found them.
Okay. Are they okay? Are they all right?
Don't tell me. No, don't tell
Love,
me
if they
it's...
were okay, would I have asked that question to begin with?
You see Bucket begin to clench her fists as you notice that her veins are starting to bulge and glow red. As she grabs her tray of food and chucks it across the room, just screaming, "No! God damn it, they swore! They fucking swore!"
You know they're double
I just
crossers.
grab Bucket by the back of the neck and pull her into a hug. Because Rex is big enough and strong enough to hold her there until she calms down.
I join in the hug as in a group. Make it like a group hug.
It takes a little bit, but you guys are successfully able to bring her down from her rage. Now she's just tears just flowing down her face as she is like ugly crying almost. Not like basically she's crying and it's not great.
Dare they hurt Bucket's loved ones? They are going to pay.
They may have given you their word falsely, but I've never given you a reason not to trust mine. So let me tell you right now. The first chance I have, you'll have one of their heads on a stick.
I want to come with.
No. As much as we
If
would
we have a way to
want you to
remove
come with, but it's too risky.
and I gesture to the thing on her neck.
And she actually gestures to her neck, and you notice that it is actually pretty much gone. And she says, "But if that's still not enough," and she goes over to like where her bed is, and she pulls a notebook out of her nightstand and hands it to you. "I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I'm no tech whiz, but hopefully someone here in Ironhelm can create it. As you are combing through the notebook, basically she has come up with it's very basic, but you get the picture very quickly. It's an anti-magic suit. Basically, the anti-magic field that currently surrounds her room will now confine that into a suit of like an Iron Man suit almost, still allowing her to be able to venture out in the Savagelands with the moon shadows without falling under the control of Locarius.
Hmm.
I'll take this to my brother, see what he can do with it.
If he can.
But
If
if
he
it's
can
100% effective, we'll see if we can actually try to help you fight. But if something were to happen, even if they can try to manipulate you, even with that suit, it's not really. We have to be risk aversive. But then again, if it manages to be successful and it blocks out their ability to manipulate your body, we'll team take down and take down
Bucket
their little nut.
immediately cuts you
Their
off,
balls.
Max, and says, Max, I understand you're trying
Mhm.
to help here, but think about it like this. Imagine you, who was ripped away from your family to be experimented on. I was ripped away
You
from
think
mine.
I have not? I don't even know who my family are. I've been taken away, been experimented. You know Pan Pan? He came from the same place I have. We both have never met our actual family. I don't even know if I'm even the last of my own dang species.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have reacted that way.
If I know where my family, or even if I had family at all, that's if I had family left alive.
You're right, Max. Bucket looks up to you, Rexius. If your brother can do something about it before you guys leave, please. I want to come with.
Can they see what you see when you're unconscious?
No.
In that case, I have one other thing that I think might be for the best. So, Rex essentially explains to her the machine that he went through to trade his sorcery magic for his barbaric rage.
Okay.
If you go through that process, and I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hell.
Oh no, he is.
Not only will you not have to worry about the mana storms, because you'll no longer be a caster,
magically inclined,
but you'll also be able to fight.
Okay. Can you take me there?
And Rex walks over to Bucket and just gives her one quick jab to knock her out, flips her over his shoulder, and then I'm going to bring her notebook to Romulus to ask him to work on that and make my way to the Forge of Innovation.
All right. Hugin, you had looked like you were about to say something.
Yes, I would like to talk to Rexius really quickly.
All right, yeah. So, Hugin, Rexius, you guys happen to cross paths. Bucket is over your shoulder, Rex. Hugin, Rex, you guys have the floor.
I managed to get a hold of a friend who, well, a colleague of sorts. Just don't allow him to experiment unsupervised. It is rather brilliant. I enhanced his formula slightly and built on the work that he created. The formula can basically make someone immune to the effects of the mana storm, with a slight debuff of only being able to cast up to level 5 spells, but that is still makes you very effective. And I think that we should mass produce it, if you know what I mean. And I believe that it would make us not only a lot of money, but solve the issue of many individuals having to hide in the dawn freaking carts and whatnot during these storms. Like,
How many of the potions do you have with you at the moment?
I have plenty. I mean, I have enough to basically get me to our destination. I think that the machinery here could produce quite a lot more, much quicker. The colleague in question is currently on the premises, being supervised by somebody who I trust with, well, how should I put this, my life.
Do you have, say, 2 or maybe 3 that you can spare at the moment?
He's got 39. So yeah.
Yeah, so very certain I can.
All right. So I'll take 3 of them from him, and I take 1 to Remus and ask him to start mass production on those.
Okay.
And then after the Forge of Innovation, I plan to take the other 2 to different shops. I'm guessing will be in this town somewhere, so I'll just have to find them.
Okay. So you bring Bucket to the Forge of Innovation, explain the situation.
I follow because, well, I got nothing else to do, so.
Alrighty. So Rexius and Max, you guys head to the Forge of Innovation and
Go.
one more time, Hugin.
Oh, I would like to go. That's all I was saying.
Alright. Church, are you tagging along as well?
Are you going to join the chaos?
Yep.
Alright. So the entire group makes their way to the Forge of Innovation, and Rexius, you explain the situation, and she nods her head, and she brings you all downstairs, closes up shop, and straps Bucket into the chair. She turns to you, Rex, and says, before I can start the machine, she will need to wake up. It's only for a moment. If you're worried about her being manipulated, nothing, no type of magic, anything can pierce the machine once it's closed.
I can wake her up.
Well, in that case, and I'll just smack.
Bucket kind of, okay, all right, I'm here.
I hope you're ready for a ride.
Church is gonna look. Oh, hey, Bucket, long time no see.
Hey, Church. Yeah, long time no see.
Such a
I'm just gonna
foolish
lift up Bucket's hair real
waste.
quick.
Using your connection. Let me ask you something. What specifically is going on here, Rexius?
Well, as you likely recall from our previous time with Bucket before we learned the issue, Bucket is a caster, they're a healer. But with what we're going to have to do to keep the Lord of Rust from spying on her, she'll be wearing a suit of anti-magic so that he can't peek in on her, but that will also cancel out her ability to cast spells.
Wait,
So I
wait,
brought her
wait.
here where they can change
I have a
her
question.
skill set.
Um, all this and exactly how much is this going to cost?
A pretty
I
penny.
mean, we have the entire
Alright,
company
so
as our own.
are you aware that I've heard, pray tell, of a magic item that can hide somebody from scry? And there are spells that I know about
Yes, but this
that are
also
so
mean we would
powerful
have one less
that
magic
not
user to
even
knock out
a
during a
wish
maelstrom.
spell can, well, are you really sure about this? That not even a wish spell could get them to be scryed upon. There's also, I'm not going to lie, out of character DM, there's a common magic item that can achieve what we're trying to do for far less.
Oh shoot, really?
Yes, it's called the Amulet of Proof Against Detection.
Oh, I thought you were talking about there's a magic item that changes your class. I'm like, but I spent like 3 hours making this.
No.
I mean, I gotta look that
But
one
we're
up.
trying to hide her from scrying and magic that would attempt to allow others to, you know, use her in that way. There is a magic item that's common, relatively inexpensive, far cheaper than 2,000. Like, I'm not going to lie, even with Xanathar's guide, the highest it could go would be 500 gold pieces. And that's far less than 2,000 gold pieces.
Ah, I see. Well,
I know I sound a little cheap, though. You have to understand,
You'll need
I've
to be
done
a
things
little cheap
this
once in
way
a while.
for quite a long time, Rexius.
all
I
right.
don't know, because I do think that if it works the way it did for me, it might be a good way for Bucket to outlet their newfound anger management problems. Though I suppose we should leave the choice to her then.
Yes, and also we do have the potion now. Magic would not be an issue. I mean, losing your connection to your god and divine spells, I could imagine would be not something that one would want to,
Unless
especially.
the god for her cleric abilities was the Lord of Rust. I look at Bucket. Was it?
I mean, yes, if their deity is the Lord of Rust, then why would they worship someone who would cause them so much pain? That does not make any logical sense
I
whatsoever.
mean, Bucket was forced. Who's to say it was Bucket's choice?
I mean, you can't really force somebody to follow a god.
Warlock, anybody?
That's a
Like
different
I said, I just
situation
asked
than a
Bucket who
cleric.
their god
A
for their
warlock makes a pact. A cleric
Yes,
receives
but
divine magic.
there is a loophole on how to force a person to make the pact.
There is no. That's not how cleric works.
I mean, to be
But
honest,
ultimately,
I mean,
Rose is the
Bucket didn't
deciding
exactly have a
factor
choice at the
because
time.
it is Rose's world. So Rose decides how a cleric works in this universe.
So it is a thing of she wasn't always mind controlled, and this is information that she would have told you guys. So it's not retcon, and it's not me coming up with freaking plot devices. But she wasn't always mind controlled. She doesn't 100% know how she got her divine powers because she does not worship any god. Um, Here in the Savagelands, there is like a pantheon of gods, but very rarely in the cases of clerics and paladins, they will have holy powers and like the abilities of like whatever domain or oath they decide to take, but it's very rare of they have no god attached to them. Basically, it's just like a divine spark of, in Bucket's case, she wants to help people and make the world a better place, so she was given the divine abilities of the life domain.
Right. DM, regardless of the end of this session, please send me a list of deities for this world.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely do that.
All right, then. All right, so, this decision, I guess, rests with Bucket what she wants to do. She no longer has to give up her divine magic because of the formula and the magic item, or she can go through with this. It's really her decision.
I as
I'm
much
sorry,
as
I just don't like interfering with it. I just like making sure an individual knows everything before they make a decision.
I understand, Hugin, I really do. As much as I want to help people and make the world a better place, I feel like my divine connection is holding me back from my true potential. Like I don't worship any god, but yet I have these divine powers, and that's nice and everything, but I can't help but be filled with rage. I
Oh, a future barbarian?
I as much as I want to make the world a better place, and her voice starts to get a little bit deeper, not like deep as in like when she fell under control of the Lord of Rust, but like angry of but at the same time, I want to
Is
rip
Bucket gonna turn?
I want to rip Locarius and the Lord of Rust limb from limb.
I mean, already take his away of his ability to even reproduce.
So, I think I want to go through with this.
DM, I'm guessing our little goblin is just going to end up being a new barbarian.
Bingo.
That's what I was. That's
Hey!
what I was thinking
why
was
stop
either
there?
barbarian or fighter.
We could
We already have another
possibly
specialty healer in the party. I heal. Have
have
curing wounds.
So do I. Technically, I just never end up doing it.
that future
I have
barbarian
no
also
idea
know a
why.
few monk tricks. Imagine a raging barbarian that can do wave the
That
open
uses
hand.
T.
Imagine how much that would hurt the enemy.
Yeah.
Man, that's a really unpleasant tri-class. Monk, barbarian, paladin, so you can wave the open hand while raging and smite.
Oh,
That would
God.
actually be. Oh
Because
no
when you're
no
a
no!
monk,
Instead
your unarmed
of
strike
monk,
is
just
treated as a weapon.
wait. I have a much
Oh my
better plan.
god, no, you're right.
Instead of paladin, multi-class barbarian, monk, and fighter. You have action surge, and you have the power of the dang monk.
That's
That's
fair.
20
Although,
bucks.
again, with smite, if you wanted to go as far as 5 classes, you could add you could do monk, barbarian, paladin, fighter, rogue, so you can rage, way of the open
Stealth.
hand, smite from sneak attack, and then action surge.
Yes. That is
57
actually the
attacks, and
ultimate
all of them are aimed
class.
for yo mama.
Jeez Louise, you guys
I think
make me
I'm
want to
tempted.
drink.
I am tempted to make that as my character.
Hey, you said it.
All right. Well, all right. So So she has decided to go through with the process, and about 8 hours pass once again. Um, this time, unlike you, Rex, you actually don't hear a lot of banging on the walls or anything like that. So she was not able to break out of her restraints.
I will say when she wakes up and she leaves the machine, Rex made it a point he was physically there when the 8 hours passed.
All right. And so as the machine begins to open up, everybody looks at Bucket, and towards her neck, the tattoo is completely gone. It's as if it was never even there. Hugin, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to roll an Arcana check as well, you can.
Let's see how the monk does with that. This should be funny, right? 15.
Rex no longer knows shit about magic.
I no
Surprisingly,
longer
the monk
use
got a
magic, so I
15.
use whatever.
All right, and Hugin, what did you get for Arcana?
Mark? Mark.
He might be dealing with something.
Eh, it happens.
That it does. But Church, with your 15, surprisingly, you have like a spark of inspiration almost, and the reason why she was being held back, felt like she was being held back, is because of the tattoo. Had she not gone through with the process, her powers would have been severely limited.
I'm gonna do something a little stupid. I'm gonna just stand at a ideal distance. I'm gonna be like, okay, hit me with your most powerful magic you can possibly muster.
As she tries to focus, she kind of just looks up and smiles and says, "It's gone."
Huh.
There is one
See,
thing you
the
should
thing that
remember,
held her
Bucket.
back.
This is gonna be a shout out to Dorkly. I'm sure we all love them. So this is for them.
Mhm.
Church is gonna go, huh? Neat.
I knew exactly what you were
Yes!
referencing.
Yes!
All right. Well,
Please don't ding us for that, Dorkly. We love you. I even gave you the shout out for it.
unfortunately, this
Yeah,
session is
no,
running a
Dorkly
little
won't
bit
come
long.
after us.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
I will say I had something I wanted to say to Bucket when she came out of the machine.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, guys. I was experiencing technical difficulties on my phone. I should not on the archive check post in a little bit. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, hey, no worries, man.
We understand.
Technical difficulties. with the
Fiddlesticks.
Anyway, Rexius.
Fiddlesticks. I love how it rolls the thing I don't want it to roll when I don't want it to roll it.
Do I hear
Okay.
a cat purring in the background, or am I going crazy?
You're
No,
not.
that is a little fluffernutter in the background. I showed you a picture of him in the,
That's right, I did see that picture.
Alright, I got a 25 on my Arcana check.
So, with the 25 on your Arcana check, you know everything that Church knew. With the added thing of while the anti-magic suit that Bucket was thinking about creating would in theory work, it is a thing of basically that tattoo was kind of part of her soul because her divine energy was part of her soul, and now that that divine energy has been removed, it's no longer a part of her, so she would have had to live with that for the rest of her life had she not gone through with this process.
Ah, okay, so that makes a little bit of sense.
Now, Rex, you were saying that you wanted to say something to Bucket.
Right. So when the doors open and Bucket's able to step out, Rex is standing directly in the doorway. He looks at Bucket and just, now Bucket, there are a few things you need to remember with your newfound power.
What's that?
Your rage is a weapon. And you are a weapon. But you are not your rage. You are not one and the same. Remember to wield it as a weapon. Do not let it be a crutch, and do not let it hold you back.
I understand, Rex. Thank you.
Good. Because at this point, I think when we find those blokes, you and I need to, how shall I put this? He looks at Church, and then looks back at her. Fist their torsos so vigorously their brains come out.
Church is gonna look at Rexius and go, "Well put. Couldn't have said it better myself."
Oh, yeah.
As Church just
All right.
I'm reminded of a saying every time I hear us talk half the darn time in this campaign. We are the best at what we do, and what we do is not very.
All right, everybody, that is going to be the end of today's session. If you guys, once again, liked what you see, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding, 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 and join the notification station, the whole shebang, shaboodle, the whole kit and caboodle, if you know what I mean. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. Thanks to my amazing players for joining me on this weird, wild, and crazy adventure. And this is Rose and Friends signing off. Good boy.